Hi, my name is Matt, and today I'm going to show you how to build the Icon Summit. So our first step will be to unbox the Icon Summit. So after we have it opened up, let me show you what's inside. First, we have the base of the chair, or the seat, I should say. Next, we have the back. Let's put that right there. We have our base. We have nicely wrapped our casters and our cylinder and our hardware. We have both our arms. The mechanism that makes the chair function. And finally, we have 5 casters. So I've gone ahead and unwrapped everything for you. Included in the box will be the Icon Summit build instructions. So make sure you follow along with that. It will tell you exactly what hardware to use for each step. So our first step is to put the casters onto the base and then put the cylinder into the base as well. So it's simply just pop them in just like this, and you'll notice that I'm using the box to build the chair on. Just gives me a nice little table to work off of as opposed to working off the ground or one of your household tables. So we pop all of our casters in, flip our base over. I'll keep it up here so you can see. We simply place our cylinder in the hole just like that, and we'll set this off to the side. So our next step is attaching the mechanism to the seat of the chair. So make sure you pay attention to the front sticker on both of the seat of the chair and the mechanism and line those up accordingly, just like that. Again, pay attention to your instructions as well to make sure you're using the correct hardware for this step. Now you can use the included Allen key that comes in the box with the Summit. Today we're going to use a drill just to make things go a little faster. I've gone ahead and screwed the bolts in all the way on our mechanism so it's nice and tight. Next up, as you'll see in the instructions, is putting the back on. Now this is probably the most difficult step out of all of them. You do have to apply a little bit of force as you're putting the back on. As we pinch this together, I find it easier to pull it tight, and if you need a second person to help, by all means. We start the threading on one, start the threading on another. And once we have that in place, we can grab our drill or Allen key and finish it off. So I've put 2 bolts in, and now that's pushed nice and tight. I'll do the other 2. Now our final step before placing the chair onto the base will be to attach our arms. Now both arms are universal, but you do have to put them on correctly at the same time. Now for this step, I actually like to put the chair onto its side. Just makes it easier to attach the arms. So I'll flip it over, move our box out of the way so you can see easier. What I like to do is start the threading on the front. Don't screw this in all the way, just partially. Just gives you a little flexibility when you attach the second part. Again, you got to put a little bit of elbow grease into this. Nice and tight. Sometimes it's helpful to have a second person. But there we go. And now we can tighten both screws. And of course, we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So I've gone ahead and attached both arms. So our final step is simply to place the chair onto the base. So I flip the chair over onto its front just like this. I grab our base, place it right in the hole right there. If you need a second person for this, by all means. But then we simply tip the chair up. Now our final step will be to add our caps to hide those screws. And that's how you build the Icon Summit. If you want instructions as to how to use your chair, make sure you watch the how-to video.